and welcome back to the Film Reel Cast. I'm Stuart, your host. It's dojo time, it's karate time, it's episode 7, All Valley of Cobra Kai. Now remember, these contain plot spoilers. We'll be talking about everything. We'll be talking about what happens, my thoughts on what happens, my thoughts on what possibly could happen. Remember, as usual, I haven't seen any further than episode 7. But it's a really good episode. It's an episode of foreshadow. It's an episode of montage. It captures 1984 to a T. I'll be showing you pictures. I'll be showing you comparisons to how this episode compares to 1984. They really go back to the roots on this one. It's a really good episode. And before we get into this episode, remember, please subscribe, leave comments, like and share. It's really important because I really enjoy talking to lots of people, and I want as many people to enjoy Cobra Kai who haven't discovered it. There's so many people I've spoken to who just simply don't know this exists. They know the originals, they know the second one, sadly they know the third one, and the Hilary Shank one, but this one actually does it justice. So like, share, comment. I always reply, and I really enjoy talking to fans of Cobra Kai. So just like, comment and subscribe. That's great. That's all I'm asking. Okay, on with episode 7, All Valley. So this starts with Robbie at LaRusso Motors. And it's, again, another bit of foreshadow, and it's another bit of reminiscing, another bit of nostalgia. Robbie's working at the garage. He's jacking up cars. He's pumping up tyres. He's putting up flags. He's cleaning windows. He's waxing on, waxing off. They're really grabbing your feelings, your memories, and your love of this film. If you hate this film, you'll be thinking, oh my god. And it is crummy, it is corny, don't get me wrong, but it's really nice to see, and you know where it's going. I mean, Mr. Miyagi made Daniel work his bollocks off. He really did. Daniel felt like a slave, but then it all came together. And you see this, where Daniel's cleaning the windows, he gets corrected. He says, no, wipe across. Obviously he's blocking, and when he's putting up the flag, Christ knows what he's doing when he's putting up the flag, but when he's jacking the car, I don't mean stealing it, when he's jacking it up, he does it in a really weird way, and he's told to lunge, and obviously this must be a block or something. And even stapling could be a deadly move. He corrects his stapling. I don't know what deadly move, maybe we'll see the staple move in episode 8, but he corrects him when he's stapling. Sweeping the floor, it's the weirdest way to sweep a floor. He kind of sweeps and then pivots. And fair play to Robbie, one, that he hasn't said, you're a freak, why are you telling me to do this? Because you don't hear him talk. So as far as he knows, he could just be correcting him, saying, no, you sweep the floor like this. Anyone can sweep a floor. But it's when he cleans the cars and he thinks he's finished, he comes to see Daniel, that he says, no, you haven't. He goes, what about these cars? And he says, this is bullshit. And he gets really pissed off, and rightly so. And you see Daniel smile, and he says, this is my favourite part. Because then he knows what's going to happen, and he's done it. He's been there before, and he goes to Robbie, and all the moves come together. The wax off, wax on the cars, the windows, the jacking up the cars. They're all blocks, they're all moves, and it comes together, and it's really reminiscent of the 84. And you can see in the pictures there of cleaning the cars, cleaning the windows, and painting the fence, the similarities. And they don't stop there. The similarities carry on with Miguel and Samantha on their date. Okay, so back to their date a bit later on, but at the moment, Johnny has seen the advert for the All Valley Karate Tournament on the 19th of May. This is something that he was into. This is something that he won and also lost, as we all know. And he wants to enter it. And he finds out that he's been banned, a lifetime ban, from entering the All Valley Karate Tournament. And no wonder, Kreese was there last time, and Kreese was ruthless. Any rules there, he broke. It was win at any way possible. So for that reason, he's been banned. And unusually, or unsurprisingly, his reaction is go around and just smash everyone. I want to go down there and punch him in the face and tell him I should be in there. But it's Miguel who says, no, when you feel like that, just roll your fist, but don't hit anyone. Just use your strengths, talk to them, they might listen. So Johnny, back in the dojo, discovers, to the horror and shock of his students, that a lot of them, probably most of them, have never been punched in the face before. And because they flinch, and he's disgusted that they flinch. So his way of rectifying this, his method, is for Aisha, the bruiser, to get them all to line up, and she punches every single one in the face. It's brutal. It's absolutely comical. But this is his way of dealing with it. And they do it. Every single student lines up and they all get punched in the face. I don't know how it feels to get punched in the face by Aisha. And it's absolutely comical scene. But Johnny has no problems with every student getting smacked. It's absolutely brilliant. So he goes down there and he talks to them. But to his horror, arriving late is Daniel LaRusso is part of the committee for the All Valley. And when he sees Johnny, of course he's not going to let him in. It's this little bit of power that he's got. Remember everything that Johnny's done. No wonder Daniel's pissed off with him. And he says, no, there's no way. You bring everything bad to karate. You have no respect for karate. You're no example. So he bans him. But then Johnny, you see he's pissed off. But he actually gets up and does an amazing speech. And it's true what he says. He talks about he's brought dignity back. And he's brought children doing karate who would never done karate in the past. Victims, people who are bullied. He's made them confident about themselves and to protect themselves. They don't know the extent that they want to be killing people and beating the shit out of people. Glad Aisha didn't come because she would have been a really bad example. But he gives this speech that he's helping a community and he's got a whole generation of children who were bullied, who are now confident, who are turning up for karate. And to a point, he's right. And they fall for it, hook, line and sinker. Daniel's saying this is utter bollocks. You don't know this person. But he's saying, no, I'm helping people. And if you're against helping people, then you're wrong. And they love it. They lap it up. And to his surprise and to Daniel's pure annoyance, they allow him into the All Valley Karate Tournament. So Cruz and Trey, remember the idiot friends of Robbie, approach him and say, you're in with these people in the garage. They think, and Robbie has sold them the idea that he's working there for shits and giggles, that he doesn't really care. We know the real story, the real reasons, but he's just playing along. So they say to him, right, can you get us to steal car parts? They'll be worth fortune and we can sell them. Reluctantly he does, and you get the impression that they put a kind of coercive controller over him, that they threaten him that he needs to do it, which is a surprise because Robbie could kick their asses, but he agrees to do it. And there's a scene where he's pretending to take photographs of damage to cars for the insurance companies. But in fact, when Amanda walks down, he's actually taking a picture of her. It's very Mission Impossible, of the code for the parts or the room where the parts are kept. So you believe he's going to go and do this. And you kind of hoping deep down that he doesn't, because you think he's doing well. He's working, he's enjoying it, he's getting the respect, and he's getting that bond with Daniel. It should be with Johnny, but he's getting it. So I don't know if you were suckered into this like I was. But I thought he's going to ruin everything and help Trey and Cruz go and steal those car parts. And he meets them in the evening. And you're still hoping, please don't do this. But you think he's going to, because it'd be so easy to play out like this. And then Daniel just not know who does it. But then they got obviously the CCTV. But they turn up and he says, no, I'm not going to do it. And you're thinking, good for you, Robbie. Well done, mate. But they try and kick his ass. And all of those moves, remember the foreshadow I spoke about earlier, all of those moves that he was learning, the flag, the broom, the windows, wax on, wax off. Again, Karate Kid callback. They all came off. I mean, he didn't do punching, he didn't practice punching or kicking, but he kicks both their asses. Trey and Cruz get their ass kicked. It's a really good scene. Choreography is pretty good. Again, better than Iron Fist. Bar is raised pretty low. But it's really, really good. And just when they put him to the floor and you think they're going to get the better of Robbie, he says to them, you're on candid camera, look up. And they both look up and they're both on CCTV. That's enough to make them starburst. But it's a really good scene. And you're really pleased for Robbie for making that right decision. Because again, I thought he was going to go down that bad road and fuck every chance up that he had of coming good. But I suppose he's got to be good because it needs to play out this character arc for him. And obviously there's foreshadow with he's going to be the apprentice. He's the Padawan. He's going to be taught. It's absolutely brilliant. Daniel is the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's old Daniel. And that's the way it's playing out at the moment. And I love all that. So they've already sowed that seed for the bond with Robbie and Daniel. That he's going to mentor him. That he's going to teach him. That he's naturally going to have that rivalry of Miguel, who's been brought on by Johnny. And also into the mix, you've got that, which I think there's going to be a love triangle. Remember, Daniel really rates, he's really close to Robbie, he likes him, Amanda likes him. So they'll probably welcome into the family. And who knows, Samantha may like him as well. And there could be that triangle that will spill over onto the dojo. And obviously Samantha knows karate as well. The Samantha-Aisha battle would be an enormous battle. That would be amazing. Remember, they used to be best friends as well. So to see them go toe-to-toe in a karate battle. I mean, Aisha's a unit. And she destroys everything at the moment. It'll just be amazing to see both of them go toe-to-toe. All those possibilities are there, and all of them can happen. I really, really do. Let me know who you think. If you haven't seen this, let me know who you think would win out of Aisha and Samantha and why. And Robbie and Miguel. Miguel's got that killer look about him. Robbie's more of a street fighter. So I don't know which way that will go, but they'd be awesome fights. So at school, Miguel finally grows a pair after speaking to Johnny about never saying no. And asks Samantha out on a date. First of all, she says no, she's not dating. After the disaster with Kyla, she's given up on boys. And just as he's about to walk away, Miguel turns around and says no. It's not a date, two friends going out somewhere nice. And with a bit of inspiration, with a bit of help from Johnny, they go to the golfing place, to the golfing theme park with rides. It's exactly the same place they did back in '84. And again, from the pictures I'm showing you now, that you can see the comparisons to the original. You've got the air hockey. And you've got the photographs, especially. I mean, both of these run parallel with the '84. And it's a really great callback. And I love the way they've just snuck this in. It's not too much in your face. It's really, really good. And it's great to see Miguel and Samantha getting on. And I think they've got such a good relationship. It's just so natural. And at the end of it, to my surprise, Miguel gets that kiss that he wants so much. And the look on his face shows utter surprise. And it's great to see, but I just love the callbacks of the same place for Daniel and Elizabeth Shue to Samantha and Miguel. I think it's a really nice touch. So the way it's wrapped up is quite nice. Miguel comes back from his date. He's buzzing about his date with Samantha. Remember, he got that kiss. That was unexpected kiss. I didn't expect it. I didn't know whether you guys thought it would play out like that. But that's the way it went. And it was nice because Mum didn't have to drive him like Daniel did. Remember on his date with Elizabeth Shue, his mum had to pick him up. His mum had to take him home. And he ended up, their car didn't work. So it's gone a long way from there. And Johnny is buzzing. They entered the tournament and both of them hug. And it's such a nice moment. Again, that bond is just like Robbie and Daniel. The bond between Miguel and Johnny is really coming on. It's really improving. And it's really great because it's feeding that storyline of what could happen. They're in the tournament, which is fantastic. I don't know whether the tournament's going to be at the end of season 1 or something that is going to hook us to take us on to season 2. But you've got so many different characters on their own journey. Remember, you've got Eli, now he's Mohawk. And he's coming on as well. What's he going to do? And again, that kind of bubbling under the surface with Aisha and Samantha, I want to see where that goes. The next episode, it will be great to see something happen and Samantha use her karate. That's what I would love to see. And I hope that happens. And when Miguel and Robbie, remember they've avoided each other, they haven't crossed at the moment. Robbie saw him hugging his dad in the last episode when he gave him his Cobra Kai gi. But it'd be interesting to see them two face off and what happens. Because it's going in that direction and I think it's going to be really exciting. I mean, if you've not watched this, if you've just watched episode 7, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you'd like to happen. Who'd kick whose ass. And obviously you've got overseeing it is Daniel, overseeing it is Johnny as to what direction it goes in. But it was another good episode. And all these episodes are like feeders. They keep feeding, giving you different possibilities of what can happen. And it's going in a direction which is really, really exciting for me. Okay, that's episode 7. That's All Valley. If you really enjoy watching TV, then watch The Shield. The Shield is on Amazon Prime. It's an amazing police drama. It's 7 seasons, really hard hitting. It just goes to different places that other series don't go. And I've reviewed that. I'm up to episode 9 now, I do believe. If not 9, it'll be coming out really soon. Just click the link that's on your screen that will be coming up shortly for season 1, episode 1, which is the pilot of The Shield. You can hear our podcasts on iTunes and on Android as well. Go to any good podcast platform. It's the Film Reel Cast. The icon's on the screen now. Just look for that and subscribe, and there's over 100 podcasts. Okay, that was Cobra Kai episode 7. I'm Stuart, your host, and thanks for watching.